Welcome back, everybody. Dan Allen Gaming, WWE. I'm joined here with Jackson. How are you, mate?
Dan, I'm very well, thank you. Very excited. There's fast news features coming in hot from WWE 2K on the new 2K25 video game. Dan, we are all about the MyGM mode here. Let's go into it, Dan. Online MyGM with more GMs, PLEs, and match types. I'm loving the aesthetics of what they revealed with these new logos, with the new mode. Everything looks a bit sharper. What are your thoughts?
Well, here's the thing. It'll be our luck to put up a breakdown of the GM mode just for literally hours later for them to showcase some more little details here in this trailer. Just our luck. But what have we got here, Jackson? We got play locally. So obviously you're going to get a little option at the start, game mode, play online, or play locally, which we've talked about. But here's the juicy stuff.
And they have revealed as well. They have revealed as well, Dan, that there will be the opportunity to still include AI opponents while you're playing online with a friend. So you're not necessarily locked in then to having to
just be online.
Just be online or just with those two. I'm wondering, is there the opportunity that if your friend is unavailable to play, perhaps they decide to abandon that gameplay, can you still continue that online season just with AI? Can you bring the AI into their slot? You mentioned it though, let's get into the juicy stuff. The brand new GMs. We've revealed on screen the following. Adam Pearce returning, Sonya Deville returning, recently released, Stephanie McMahon returning, Xavier Woods returning, Tyler Breeze returning, Eric Bischoff returning. I don't believe he was in the last game. Mick Foley is back, and we'll go through what's been revealed of his ability. William Regal returning, Paul Heyman returning, Theodore Long returning, and time for the new ones. Ava is definitely in. Nick Aldis is definitely in. Brutus Magnus, former TNA and NWA World Champion, and
he's got my suit on.
He's got your suit on. You'll have to go blow for blow with him. And Mick Foley's wearing a red flannel shirt of mine. By the way, Nick Aldis, Cody Rhodes, wasn't that in the first All In show? Just a little side note. Shawn Michaels is joining, complete with cowboy hat as a brand new GM.
That's fantastic.
And the next few GMs that have been revealed, are these simply just in-game managers? Are there more to unlock? Sensational Sherry, Miss Elizabeth, one of your faves. Can you pronounce his name?
Alejandro Estrata.
Mr. Fuji. And strangely enough, perhaps this is an opportunity where you could simply sub in someone from the main roster, because in the gameplay reveal, they mentioned CM Punk and what looks like a creator wrestler. Maybe with the inclusion of Sensational Sherry, Miss Elizabeth, etc., if you unlock in-game managers, perhaps you can use them in MyGM, which would be great because these people can't be played in the regular game modes unless you decide to play as a manager as some kind of sicko. I don't know who would do that. We can't see all the information, but it looks like Mick Foley's ability as a GM has been duplicated, his specific power guard.
I noticed that obviously John Laurinaitis isn't going to be in, but they had Kurt Angle.
I don't even think he's working for the company.
No, Kurt Angle was a GM, remember? And they had him in a game. But they've omitted him, but they've put in Alejandro Estrata, who's not even working for the company. It's just, was he ever the GM, Alejandro?
I believe Angle might have been a playable character, if not the most recent 2K game in 24 that we may never have seen as Legend. Definitely the last one, and he was there.
No, he was a GM.
I know what you mean as well, but as a GM, I'm just trying to think of it as a playable character if that aligns. I believe that because Foley was available as a Raw general manager maybe 2 games ago, or even the most recent one too, that might have taken Angle's spot, because this is the first time that we've had this big, full expanded roster. Again, in the gameplay trailer, we can see at least 18 different selections, or sorry, 19 including the creator wrestler, at least 19 different GMs that have been revealed to date, whereas previously it was a max of maybe 11, and the first 2K23 might have even been like 4 or 5. So that's interesting. You're right. Maybe Angle could be unlocked. I'm thinking there could be even more in-game managers. Fingers and toes crossed. I'll continue to be delusionally optimistic.
You're right. I think the CM Punk slot, you'll be able to have Kurt there anyway, because he's a playable character. And also, you'll probably be able to have Hunter, Triple H there as well. So that's why they're not their own baby. I don't know.
Back to what we can see about Foley. Looks like he has the Cactus Jacked ability again, where 5 superstars will be injured at random. An excellent game-breaking card, in my opinion. Up next here to view, we do have Nick Aldis as well. What we can see here, something magnet, perhaps it's chick magnet. You can add 10 weeks to a contract's duration. We can't see if it's multiple uses, multiple wrestlers. That's what's been revealed about Nick Aldis so far. We also have Heartbreaker for Shawn Michaels. This is similar to Foley, power card that can be used against an opposing GM and their brand. 5 superstars on their roster will have their promo skill reduced to 1 in the following week. It's selected at random and you can't go below 1. That's pretty red hot, as well as
I
Sensational
don't think that's
Sherry.
that good. I actually don't think that's that good.
Let me know about Sherry's here. Not sure what this is. At least the second word is defeat. Sherry's power card. Reduce the morale of their entire roster by 1 rank next week. That could be brutal if you're someone like Dan, who's often dealing with contract negotiations, people wanting to walk. You could have a lot of people just straight out saying, see you later. That's tough. The next big exciting thing, while they're showcasing the new MyGM mode, we have CM Punk climbing a ladder in a Money in the Bank match. Is this going to be available on a PLE? We can only hope so. Perhaps it's going to be single branded. Perhaps it'll be a cross-branded match coming down on the infamous Tongaloa. Brand new match type, at least one of them in MyGM, a gauntlet match, and a gauntlet eliminator. Based on what we've seen of the women's match here, a 4-way of the gameplay reveal, the eliminator, perhaps there's staggered entries.
You could probably do 6.
Only one woman would remain. You could do 6 what?
You'd be able to do at least 6, I think. 6 people in the gauntlet.
Well, what we saw is that there was only up to a fatal 4-way. So they still haven't given us 5-way matches, 6-way matches, Dan. They've given us singles, tag, triple threat, and fatal 4-way. That's what's been revealed so far.
So it's you know for a fact there is no 6-man.
Looks like all the existing match types have carried over. We've simply added Gauntlet Eliminator. What's interesting is that this has been added to the weeklies as an option. It's not specific to a PLE. We saw in that reveal, perhaps there will be a Money in the Bank option. Maybe that's duplicated from something else. And so far, we don't know how many total matches and promos need to be booked for expert or hard modes. It looks like we're just showcasing easy, since we're only looking at 3 matches and I think 1 or 2 promos per show. Features wise, these are great changes. We're looking forward to it. We've pretty much broken down this gameplay reveal here, second by second, frame by frame. I would love to comment, as far as MyGM's concerned, could we see the new World Tour opportunity for my faction? Bring back the opportunity to go through different parts of the US, different cities internationally, like we had in SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. Make them count. Over to you, Dan.
So if we go back to that frame, you'll see the Fatal 4-Way Gauntlet. Here's what I'm taking away from this. They did say they're doing cross PLEs, right?
And 2 Gauntlet match types, by the way.
Yeah, so that's the only new match type they've added, by the looks of it.
There's 2. There's a Gauntlet and a Gauntlet Eliminator.
Yeah, bit disappointing. I think, so you're going to be able to do the cross-brand PLEs. Here's how I see it working. We'll both get 3 matches or something like that on the card, and they can be whatever we want. There'll be no Money in the Bank match. There'll be no Royal Rumble. We'll just be able to book it the way we want. So it's slow progress to where we want to get to for this game. It's a good step, but from the looks of it, I don't think there's going to be a Money in the Bank match. I don't think there's going to be anything like that. Otherwise, I would have thought they would have shown it off, don't you?
Can we talk about why are we looking at CM Punk jumping off a ladder in a Money in the Bank ladder match previewing online MyGM? I believe that perhaps we're looking at a Money in the Bank PLE where at least one roster can compete in it, because otherwise why would we preview SmackDown with that match? Now, this could be something carried over from Universe Mode. It could be from Exhibition. But why do we have this when we're talking about online MyGM?
Go back and tell me how many people are in this match. Go on,
well, we don't know. We only see 2 people.
2 people. So you're telling me all other 4 are on the other side of the camera? Nah, it's a one-on-one match. This is a one-on-one match.
Well, if it's a one-on-one match, where is the opportunity for a ladder match in this game mode?
It's in one-on-one, and then you go to ladder. Isn't that what it's like now?
We have a TLC, but there's no ladder match available in the most recent 2K games.
Are you kidding?
There is a TLC, but there's no ladder match.
You're
Take a look here on screen. There is no option.
Wow.
Now, that is available in SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, which you might be thinking of. Yet, in the most recent games, every match type should be balanced. There should be different benefits. There's going to be different negatives that affect your superstars after competing in them. Therefore, where is this money in the bank? I'm more than happy to sit here, be disappointed. I understand. I get it. I want to be pleasantly surprised.
Okay, yeah, no, we can. I guess we're no further than we were at the start. We're still speculating, but I think you agree with me in that the chances of there being a Money in the Bank match are still slim. Rather, it's probably going to go the other way before it goes the way we want. I'm keen to get my hands stuck into the game, Jackson. I know you are. We will keep everyone updated on any more news and info on the Mode GM. Take care. See you next time.